Wing Nation is here at the PRI Show. We're in the Racing Electronics display. We're joined by Buddy Kofoid here as he makes his way around the show. Hello, man. How are you?
Oh, good. No, I'm happy to be here again. Nice. It's only a 45-minute drive for me now, so it's fun to come hang out.
Fun to come hang out. It's a home game for you. What is the mission for you on the show? Is it getting a chance to catch up with people, meeting new people? Is it thanking old people? What's your mission when you come to a show like this?
Probably all of the above. Mainly for me is to see people that I don't get to see all year, or at least I'll talk to them throughout the year if I never get to see them. So now there's a time they don't have to worry about the phone, and I could see them face to face. Just catching up, and part of the job is PR and interaction. So and for me also as well, I'm just a fan of racing, so it's cool to just walk around and check out things that I'll probably never get to see all year until just this week. So you got to do what you need to do to keep yourself relevant and show your face, but also talk to the people that allow you to do what you do all year.
This time of year, what's it like for you? Because you finished up at the World Finals and then you went out west. You won the Loeffler Memorial out in California, but there's no racing right now. So what are you doing this time of year? What's this like for Buddy Kofoid?
This is actually kind of my off season, and it's short. So actually tomorrow I fly back to California, and then on the 17th I fly to Australia, and I have a really good opportunity with Pigden Motorsports and with Toyota as well to go run a sprint car for the High Limit International race, and then I actually come back the 5th and then go to the Chili Bowl, and then the day after Chili Bowl fly back to Australia and run the Classic, and run that week's worth of racing, and then come back home after that, and within a week to maybe 2 weeks most we start Volusia again.
Man, oh man. So the only non-racing portion is you're going to California. What do you like to do? You're from up in wine country. What do you enjoy? What about Northern California do you enjoy doing now that you return home kind of as a visitor, if you will?
Yeah, no, it's funny growing up in California. Well, I moved out at a time where I barely just got my license, so I really wasn't driving around myself much. But now, I come back every once in a while, and the older I get, like I actually enjoy going to San Francisco more, actually, and try to go at least once when I'm home, because it's only, where I grew up is about 45 minutes to the Golden Gate Bridge. So then after that, everything's within 10, 15 minutes after the bridge in the city. I've, enjoy going to new places in like Marin, Sausalito area, and or really try and catch up with friends that I grew up racing with but that don't live out here. So just things I feel like when you get older, things that you start to appreciate, and just try and catch up on stuff like that, and with family that I don't see all year.
You do that for a certain period. Do you at some point during the whole process, do you get stir crazy though? It's like, okay, I've got to get in a race car?
That's pretty much all the time when I'm not in a race car. But no, it's funny, like it's like my home is here now in Columbus, Indiana. But like when I go home to where I grew up, it still feels like home, but you don't have your things, and so just a different feeling, and you kind of find yourself wanting to do something more to get out of the house, ironically. But no, it's nice to go home still, and like I only see my parents, only probably 3-4 times a year, so try and get as much time as I can, and luckily my mom is very good about the holiday stuff, so she's doing an early Christmas for my sister and I before I have to leave, and I think my sister might be going out of town too, so both my parents are really good about that and making the time, so just happy to get back and enjoy some days at home.
Yes, absolutely. When we look at the 2025 season, 13 wins across the board, including some big ones, especially Husitz and that sort of thing. How would you assess your 2025 season?
So it's funny. I feel like I've kind of developed the same answer now. People say that it's been a good year, and I feel like my same answer every time is it's always better than I could have imagined. Like not that I'm discrediting, maybe my ability or the team or anyone involved. It's just the Outlaws is to me the hardest thing I've ever done in my career, and it's the hardest series on dirt and sprint cars I feel like that you can compete in right now. And to have a season like that with winning as much as we won money wise, but also to win double digits with the Outlaws is extremely hard. And to win the races that we did, and I feel like in other aspects I feel like we improved, maybe not with wins, but the bigger tracks I feel like got better at the Grove. Other places I feel like I improved on, so to me that means something. So I don't know, I'm just really excited for next year, and same crew, same everything, nothing's changing except the scheme. So I'm just really excited about that. And Dennis and Teresa Roth, Andy Graves, Todd Ventura, they've all been amazing, and they're just as excited, if not more excited, for all of us. So when you have people like that, it makes my job a little easier.
I spent some time with Rico here at the show, and he talked about the same thing, is the returning of people now. And granted, he's making a team change, but Ricky Warner is still on board, and the guys are still on board. Yeah, how critical is that for you to keep those same people and keep those same parts and pieces as you look to improve going into 2026?
I think it's huge, just because this is our third year together. So Dylan and I have been together technically 2.5 years. But Nate Knotts, when I was racing at KKM, he was a crew guy at KKM, so I had a relationship there. And then Gage Tyra and his fathers worked for Charlton Motorsports for a long time, so I knew Gage when I raced at Charlton a little bit, and just being from California, so it's funny, we all came together and we already had a connection, so we weren't strangers, which made it good right out of the gate. And then I can't speak for them, but I love all of them like brothers, really, and I'm very even keel, and they're all the exact same way. And I've always thought it's great to have people that want it, at least where I feel like they want it just as bad, if not worse than you. And I feel like you can't ask for anything better than that when you're working with someone, or in my case, 3 people that I see every week, all year, and it's a grind, and there's going to be highs, but also there's going to be lows. So when you have people like that got your back, to me that's worth something, and I'm excited that we can still keep that together. And I think having that team morale breeds success, and when you enjoy it, to me that's just a snowball effect in a good way.
It does. It really does. Last thing for you is we have the mystery box question, so reach in there and get your mystery question. We've been doing this for a few days, and we seem to get the same ones. I'm throwing them out if we get the same ones. All right. Okay. If you had to pick another profession, what would it be?
Outside of racing?
Outside of racing.
Oh, man. Outside of racing, honestly, I have no idea. I thought it would be really, when I was younger, I always thought it'd be cool to be some sort of pilot.
Okay.
So I don't know if it'd be commercial or be like a Navy pilot or something. I don't know. I thought flying something really fast would be really enjoyable. But also, if I could make a difference in something, I think that'd be even better too.
That is really, really cool. You do fly something very fast. It's called the World of Outlaws Sprint Car. That is for sure. Buddy, always a pleasure. Thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And man, we've been doing this for a few years. I think Buddy might be one of our guys with perfect attendance. I think we catch up with him every year. Always fun to hang out here at the PRI Show with Buddy Kofoid.